My name's Kevin Brown. I manage the training and education programme at Who Cares Scotland. We are based in Glasgow, but we work in every local authority across the country. Who Cares Scotland is a national independent advocacy and campaigning organisation. We work with children and young people who can't live with their families or who need extra support to live at home. Often young people who come into care require support for their voice and views to be heard, and we spend a lot of time building relationships with the child and supporting them in difficult situations, often situations where they're separated from their family, their friends, their community. So we get alongside them, get to know them, amplify their voice and make sure that their rights are respected. 15 years ago I joined Who Cares Scotland in a voluntary capacity because I was taken into care at a young age and I received support from the organisation, and it was that support that inspired me to want to work in this sector. And from a very young age I made it a commitment of mine to understand the lives of care experienced children in a voluntary capacity and a professional capacity. What motivates me is the blend between personal and professional experience. So in a personal capacity, I grew up in care and I was separated from my brothers and sisters. At the age of 16, my older brother, he left care and he committed suicide at the age of 18. And it was at that stage I started to realise that although children wanted to leave care to be with their family, something wasn't right with the care system itself. A number of years later, I had a younger brother, and he left care at 16. And at the age of 18 he died of a drugs overdose. So we grew up in the same area, we were looked after by the same professionals, the same policies and procedures, and similar care settings, yet with completely different outcomes. So I'm driven mostly by a personal commitment to change the lives and experiences for other young people. In a professional capacity, when I went to college and university and I gained experience within the sector, I realised that this was not isolated incidents. The outcomes for care experienced people across Scotland are extremely poor, and that actually change has to happen at a more structural level. So that's when I decided to join Who Cares in a professional capacity. And what drives me is the ability to take an individual person's experience, to elicit the learning from that and use that to drive change for the collective. Who Cares Scotland occupy a really unique space where we build excellent relationships with young people. And like any relationship that you build, regardless of the situation, when you form trust is what will make the difference. So when young people trust you, they tell you their story and their experience. And change will only happen when young people share their experience of living at home and the difficulties there, their experiences of going into care, their experiences of being separated from their brothers and their sisters. It's the knowledge of these experiences that will drive change.